keep hearing people talk about and express how hard and difficult it is to find a job. And I'm really curious to know if you're closer to me in the aspect of I agree it is difficult to find a job, but the asterisk that I have on the job is finding a job that's better for me. That's better meaning where I'm at now, an increase financially, right? And those jobs are difficult for me to find. Or are you on the side of things and just expressing that it's just hard for you to find a job, period? Are you telling me that just jobs aren't hiring, period? Because I'm seeing hiring signs everywhere on a lot of these companies, a lot of these buildings. But then I also, in the same breath, hear people tell me, "Oh yeah, they say that they're hiring," and I heard about the whole like resume farming scheme potentially that companies are doing. So for me, myself personally, right, like I stated, it is difficult. I feel like for me, finding a job, a high earning job, because I do realize that you need the skills, the education, and the experience that come along um, with high earning jobs. And it also messes me up a little bit because I don't have the time because I'm working so much. I find myself not having the time. Sometimes I miss the phone calls. Sometimes I can't even like really thoroughly sit down and seek out jobs because it's I'll get into it later. I don't want to jump ahead because I do know all what I want to tell you. But as far as interviews go, like I miss those sometimes because I'm working. I want to go to school for tech or to become an electrician, but I learned that trades like being an electrician, that's like one of the highest paying trades that you can do, right? They want you to be committed. And that's a bit difficult for me because that means I'll have to take a big pay cut and a risk that I don't know if it'll be worth it. Just because in doing my research, there's so much competition and competition that's willing to do the job for far less given the situation and the circumstances. And the other obstacle that I face, no excuses, just telling you the real of my situation, is that the classes and the time is during the day. I'm looking and seeking out ways to better my situation, right? And all the classes and everything that's available, I have to do it during the day, and I'm working. So I'm really trying to find a flexible way for me to be able to learn and to get the skills and to get the education that's needed. And then there's one more thing, right? Within this specific what I'm talking about right now is that you got to be careful in your journey in getting the education, getting the experience, right? Because you do not want to become overqualified. That's the thing. And another point is that a lot of these jobs, a lot of these opportunities come from not what you know, but who you know. So networking is very important, and that will get you a long way. Sometimes I do we're gonna take a little skirt real quick, and I'm gonna open up more to you, right, person to person. When you're looking for these jobs and you're going through the process, I'm right there with you. And let me know if you agree, disagree, tell me your perspective. I just wish the companies and jobs would just be honest with us up front. You have some companies that will at least tell you how much you'll be getting paid, like directly. Most jobs, they give you that range, right? But even with that, taking it a step further, you have to like fully commit, and you have to be, oh yes, I'll take this job, and you have to sign the dotted lines before you can really get any real information about like benefits and what you'll actually be getting paid, like the stuff that we need to know, right? I just feel like it's hidden too much. There's too much, like you got to do too much and commit too much before you can get what you need. And I was thinking about it a little bit, obviously, right before I made this, in making this video. And some things I get, you may need to conceal it or not just have it open to the public, because you don't want everybody knowing exactly what you're making or what benefits you may or may not have. But at the end of the day, we need to know, or I feel like it would be better for both parties if we knew and had the information up front, before totally having to commit and be in the job, have to go through a week's worth or 2 weeks worth of training before you really know what benefits you do or do not have, to really know if this job is going to be worth it. Long-term commitment, like this is work, real life that we're talking about. Like work, this matters. This is a big part of how we're going to make a means for ourselves and our families. And on this note, I truly feel at this point, or believe, that like changing jobs or going to the next career path or looking for one, like I am right now currently doing, it's a gamble. I'm really starting to feel like me changing or switching a job, it's a gamble. And I don't think it should be. I don't even gamble. I don't feel like I should be gambling, or that me trying to improve and get to the next better career position is a gamble. Or do I need to double down on my, I like to be positive. I hope it's not a sticky situation what I'm in, but wherever God is leading me and taking me, I'm going to embrace it. Stay encouraged though. There are lots and lots of jobs, companies hiring. Like I said, I see it all the time. There's got to be more jobs available right now than there are willing people to work. So you'll find your way. It's going to happen for you. If you believe in God, that's even better, because know that He has exactly what you need for the season of life that you're in. And sorry, my camera woman was making faces. I didn't know what was going on for a second. So understand that the worst thing that can happen is they tell you no. The worst thing that can happen is you get that email that says, "Oh, I'm sorry, we moved on," or we filled the position with somebody else, or "Oh, I'm sorry, you're overqualified," or whatever the "I'm sorry and you're not getting this position" statement or email or talk off is. Understand you can get 100 of those, and the 101st yes, or that first yes that you get after the 100 no's, that's gonna be the most close to perfect position or job that's gonna be for you, and it's gonna be all worth it. But you have to go through the grind or the struggle, whatever it is. You have to keep pushing forward. Never give up. Always keep moving forward. Always keep improving yourself, keeping God first, and things will work out for you. My brother, I did a video with my brother, and he gave it was a great video. It didn't get the views that I thought that it would. It's titled "Why Finding a Job Feels Impossible Right Now," and he gives a very, like, he has a lot of wisdom, and he gives a perspective with certain X factors, right, in how finding a job is and can be. And a lot of it in the video is based on, high earning or decent earning paying jobs. But I definitely encourage you to watch that video and stay encouraged. I know it's not easy trying to find a job in 2024, but it is possible, and you can do this.